Hey everybody, welcome back, and we are continuing with our Star Wars journey and delving into some things that are not the traditional items that you would normally see with Star Wars, because most of the time when people do Star Wars they think Kenner, but I get a little bit more nostalgic than that because I often look for things that connect more closely with me from childhood. Like the last time, it was the poster set that I got from Burger King slash Burger Chef, because they were available in both places. I got the Burger Chef slash Burger King posters and talked about my experience with that from childhood, and I have those posters again. And they're not that expensive. They're not sexy as some people put it, where you show the sexy item that everybody knows what it is. These are a little bit more obscure from the whole concept of Star Wars collecting, but they're not very expensive. And these are more Burger King promotions, because Burger King handled promotions fast food wise for the Star Wars franchise. And these are Empire Strikes Back related. Once upon a time, Burger King had a contest, and this was in the late 1980s, if I'm not mistaken. 1980s, and then 1981. So 1980 and 1981, they had this promotion. And I'm trying not to mix my dates up because they did two promotions back to back. One was a sticker album and one was a scratch off card. And you could go in, you didn't have to purchase anything. You could just get a scratch off card as a kid, rub it off, possibly win a prize. All right? And there was a Burger King that was fairly close, if you want to call walking 2 miles to get to Burger King when you're like 10 years old close. But you know, when we were kids, that was no big deal. So I'd walk to Burger King and get the scratch off and see if I won. The primary prize was these cards, and I'm going to lay these out, and I have like the complete set. And these are 3 sectional cards. And they have both Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back images on them. And the idea was, and they're not numbered on the back, and I'll turn one over here in a moment and show you the back so that you can see what I'm talking about. But the idea was to get all 36 cards. And you break it apart, which I did when I was a kid. Broke it all apart, and then had my card set. Eventually, it was a lot of work to complete this card set, and I had a big old elastic on it and ruined them, because that's what you do. That's basically what the back of the card looks like, and it gives you a brief description of what it is that you're trying to accomplish here. It says there are 36 different trading cards in the Everybody Wins game. And this was the primary thing you would get when you scratched the card off. There were other prizes, but pretty much every time you scratched it off, it said cards, and then the guy from Burger King would hand you one of these completely randomly. And you could sit there and say, I don't have this one. It was like, well, come back tomorrow and get another card. Screw you, kid. That's about how it would work. These are not that expensive. While everybody's killing themselves for Star Wars collecting, a set of these, I mean, you could find this $30-$40 for a set, unperforated like this, still connected all together. You could buy a complete set on eBay for like $30-$40. It's not that much, and the reason is because they produced 21 million sets of these. More than 21 million. I don't mean complete sets, but when I say a set, I mean like one 3-sectional card. 21 million different altogether. So 21 million of these were distributed, or not distributed as the case may be, because several of these sets are still available on eBay. So you can find them pretty easily. And again, this is something I ran back and forth like a nut as a kid, trying to complete the set. Completed the set as a child after however many weeks. And This is not the only prize that was available from that scratch card. There were other prizes, and I do have another one. And this is the flying saucer, they called it. The Empire Strikes Back Frisbee, basically back when Frisbee was still cool, because in the 80s we still played Frisbee. This one is unused. And another thing, again, you could find this really cheap. If you went to eBay, you probably paid $25, $30 for this. They made almost 500,000 of these as a secondary prize. So cards were the basic prize. The flying saucer was, and there's nothing on the inside, you know, it's just this little mural, was the second big prize. The really big prize, which I do not have because I can't find it, was an Atari handheld Star Wars game, of which they made almost 15,000. Or no, I'm sorry, is that correct? You know what? I'll just go to the card, because I do have the actual unused scratch-off cards that were distributed to the kids by Burger King, and the numbers are on the back, and it says for the trading cards there are 21,328,000 plus sets. For the flying saucer, 487,559. And yeah, I was right. For the handheld electronic games, it was 14,554 of those were distributed. I've never been able to find the handheld game, so I'm not even sure 100% what it looks like. Additionally, you could fill out the back of this card and mail it in before, I think, July 30th, 1981, if I'm reading this correctly, and you could win one of, I think it says 2,600 Atari games. So Atari games valued up to $150. So it's an Atari gift package worth up to $150. So a console and a couple of cartridges, whatever that cost back in the days, which is fairly impressive. And I managed to, probably the rarest thing here, I've got a handful of these, and they've never been used, which is incredible. And I can go ahead and lay those down on the table here if you want to let people get a closer look at that. No, I am not going to scratch them off, so forget it. I ought to get these encapsulated because of how rare they are. Yeah, 2,630 total prizes of Atari packages worth $150 each. And I was shocked when I came across these, that these are incredibly rare to find unused like this. And this really brought back the flood of memories because, again, ran to Burger King every day to get my free card and rubbed it off and hoped and prayed and completed my card set. I did have a card once that said, you know, flying saucer, so I could get the Frisbee. They didn't have them. No Frisbee for David. David got screwed. But I've got the Frisbee now, so it'll be all right. Anyways, prior to this, there was another promotion that was being conducted by Burger King, also Empire Strikes Back related. And I'm not talking about the glasses. Everybody knows about the glasses, of which I don't have a set, and I would like to get a set, because they had the Star Wars, the Empire Strikes Back, and the Return of the Jedi glasses, and I used to have a set of all of those, because it's 4 per set, so 12 total glasses, and they are available unused. There's many of them available for sale, but I haven't gotten around to it. I would like to put a set of those together. Again, I used to have a set, and I no longer have them. This I had. picking it up here. And this is the Empire Strikes Back Super Scene Collection, which is a sticker book. And I'll turn it around and I'll show you the back, and then I'll open it up for you. I have 2 of them, and they are in unused condition, trying to hold them still here, but I can lay them out in a moment. And this promotion came before the scratch-off promotion, if I remember correctly. I think these were winter 1980, and the scratch-off promotion was in the summer, because I wasn't in school when I was running back and forth for those cards. So we'll go ahead and open one up, and inside here, it's basically a scrapbook where they've got these panels where you can get stickers and put them into your book. And I don't remember quite how you got the stickers, but I do remember running back and forth for stickers. They didn't just give you all the stickers. You had to go back and forth and get them. I had to go in every day and try to get another set of stickers. And I don't remember exactly how that worked. And I had finished the entire booklet when I was a kid and brought it to school because I was like, wow, check it out. And a kid grabbed it from me and ripped it into pieces the day I brought it to school. And so I lost it almost immediately after I finally finished the damn thing. And I took what was left of it and I cut it up and I made a mobile out of it and hung it in my room. Tried to make the best of it, basically. I hung it from my lamp, my ceiling lamp. These are the sticker panels, unused sticker panels that went inside. Which, no, I'm not going to stick them. Forget it. But I have 2 complete sets of the stickers here. 2 unused complete sets of these stickers. And just like with the trading cards previously, these can be had fairly cheap. If you went to eBay, there's a lot of people that, I don't know, cases of these must have been left around in a warehouse somewhere. There are a lot of them in unused condition, available fairly cheap, and you can still get the unused sticker sheets as well. And again, this is just a lot of nostalgia here, a lot of childhood memories. I saw Empire Strikes Back in the theater. I saw Star Wars in the theater. It's the second movie I ever saw in the movie theater. Do you want me to lay these out so you can look inside?
Sure.
Star Wars. The first movie I ever saw was Murder by Death in the theater. Second film was Star Wars, and the third time I went to the movies, it was Empire Strikes Back. And I went with Tommy, who said that, yeah, I'm going to come to your house and meet you on Saturday, and we'll go to see The Empire Strikes Back. And I told him, hey, I don't have any money. And he said, don't worry about it. I got you. I'll take care of it. And by take care of it, he meant sneak into the theater, because that's what we ended up doing. I'm at the theater like, wait a minute, you don't have any money either? Thanks, Tommy. That was Tommy's master plan, was to sneak into the theater. But I did get to see it, even though he snuck out of the Empire Strikes Back to go see Creepshow, which was playing next door. And I stayed in there because I was diehard Star Wars, and I was like, nah, after all this, I'm seeing Empire Strikes Back. Okay? And so there's a lot of nostalgia, a lot of childhood memories for me for these. And maybe one of these days I'll actually find that damned handheld game. I'm sure every kid who got it played with it. It's not as abundant, or wasn't as abundant as the other items that were available in that rub-off promo. But it'd be nice to find one of these days, or at least see what it looks like. You know, maybe I'll find it, maybe I won't. Not sure how I'm going to display this stuff. It can't really just go on the wall. but I'll figure something out. I even thought about the possibility of framing these two together, one opened this way and one opened this way, and maybe one set of the stickers underneath so you can see everything together. I've thought about doing something like that. Or these cards could be all placed in a frame in some kind of an order to display them. I mean, they're not numbered at all, so it doesn't really matter. These, on the other hand, you know, I could send them in to get graded like a regular trading card. They are unmarked. They're perfect. So, which is amazing. This is probably more rare than the handheld game, because how many of these could have survived? All those little kids rubbing them off. But yeah, I mean, those were the days. Does any kid even want to go to a fast food place anymore? Do they have prizes? Do they have promotions that are oriented towards children? I don't know. Does anybody else remember this stuff? Guys, did you do any of this? Did you go to Burger King? Did you get the glasses? Did you get the cards? Do you remember getting these? Do you remember the rub-off promo? Or the sticker book or any of that kind of stuff? Did you win the flying disc? They wouldn't give me mine. Tell me what your thoughts are. Thoughts and feelings in the comments section down below. Thank you for jumping in on this edition of my Star Wars journey. I know it's a little warped, but that's okay. I'm not going to use it. It'll probably end up on the roof anyway. But I can, maybe if I squeeze it enough, it'll go back into shape. I'm just glad to finally have it after all these years. You know, maybe that guy didn't want to give me the Frisbee. Anyways, again, thoughts in the comments section. Please do give the video a thumbs up. Share it if you can. Subscribe if you're new. If you're new to this segment of this channel, please do go ahead and check out our other Star Wars journeys. And if that's it, what more can I say? But thanks for watching, and we will see you again soon.